I'm at my wits' end. Is the market really this bad? Last summer I graduated with no job and little internship experience. Didn't spend much effort applying to jobs but still got interviews and an entry-level job offer. Within a few weeks, I got laid off 2 months ago with 1 year of work experience. Since then I've applied to hundreds of jobs with several different iterations of my resume, which I got professionally reviewed. And I've gotten nothing except a single interview invitation which was followed by a rejection email with no explanation the next day. I don't know what to do. Is it me or is this just how it is right now? Economic slowdown. For sure. Late summer, very slow time assuming you are in the USA. After Labor Day, more hiring activity. Consider contract work. Hiring bar is lower. It's both you and the market. Anyone who isn't a senior is gonna have a bad time. The market you are describing was really inflated. People were hiring to hire. Now, they only hire for specific positions. Almost none of them are for people with less than 4 years experience. In 2019, it took me over a year to find another job with 4 to 5 years of experience. I've been working for 10 years. I wouldn't claim to be an expert on any technology. Partly because I'm not as good as some people I know. But also because technologies change super fast. I've worked across broad technology groups and adapt to the stacks I need to get work done. Your resume currently reads too smart to be taught and is in a narrow field of software engineering that it will be difficult to get hired. It is also in an experimentational area of programming which doesn't bring direct value money to projects. I'll probably get downvoted for these opinions. But oh well. I hope you weren't using resume writers. To me it just seems like all they do is claim that they know what is best and everyone else sucks. Since you aren't at a senior level, I wouldn't put too much faith in recruiters. Recruiters make more money off of getting senior level people hired on. I would focus your job search on LinkedIn, Indeed, and going directly to company websites in your area and seeing what is on their career section. If you have any friends from college, look them up and see if they could help you out. Can you post an anonymized resume? Yes and no. Seniors can have a field day. Anyone sub 5 year or trying to break into the industry is going to have a hard time. Twitter is a perfect case study of why the job market is tightening. It showed businesses, but more importantly, stakeholders, that you don't need a ton of software engineers to get the job done. Less engineers mean more money for your stakeholders. And once a complete any is public, they become indentured servants to the stakeholders. We generally would expect 600 to 1,000 applications over the course of a week for a SWE role. We listed an open role last month and had 5,000 applications in under a week. We didn't have the resources to review even half that. Same here. Last year I got a few interviews for internships with a resume that wasn't great. Now I can't even get one interview with a much better resume and internship experience. Yes. Yes, it is. And the worst part is all of these companies have money to spend. And seats roles to fill. Last summer I graduated with no job and little internship experience. Didn't spend much effort applying to jobs but still got interviews and an entry-level job offer within a few weeks. But you're an experienced machine learning engineer. Lol. It's difficult right now. I have 6 years. Cybersecurity. FAANG. Started applying and interviewing in February and didn't land an actual offer until about 3 weeks ago. I really feel for anyone not senior or up. I hate to tell you this, but the economy is going to get a lot worse. I have 2.5 years of experience and got laid off from my last job and am suffering in my current job. Horrible company and manager and work, and am having zero luck trying to switch. Probably because my tenure at my last job was less than a year. Not my fault. Got laid off and my tenure at my current place is 3 months. Not my fault that it sucks. Wish my first job was still hiring. I left it to join FAANG. And am glad I did. But the layoffs really screwed me over since I'm so early in my career. The market's tough now. High-paying fields aren't going to be stable. Economy is bad, only getting worse. Try getting an IT job like help desk. Leveraging your degree and internship puts you ahead of many entry-level applicants. In Utah, where I'm from, there is this Utah JS Slack channel I joined that has a job board that I ended up getting an offer from after not having any luck after hundreds of applications that were rejected. Maybe check to see if wherever you are located has something similar where you can network and get your foot in the door. Yep. That's how it is. I had to apply to over 100 jobs before I got my first one. And I only got that one because I was recommended by a friend who was already a mid-level dev there. Lots of global competition for jobs in the US. Especially with the advent of working from home. Plus, it doesn't help that everyone went into this field. Side note, I'm in the EU but not Germany or London or any big tech city. Quit software for another industry and didn't like it after 3 months of my 6-month contract. Started applying and maybe 2 months later offer in the table. A dozen interviews I think. IDK what y'all are doing, but I get first interviews almost every time and mostly fluke on the technical test because Yep. Global recession due to US printing money for their unneeded war. As a senior engineer, it hasn't really been bad for me. Have gotten a lot of interviews recently. To provide a bit of comparison, I saw a LinkedIn post recently where an experienced civil engineer had sent over 200 applications and was not having any luck either. I think it's just the general state of things right now. Apply through the actual company's website whenever possible, rather than on Indeed or other job boards. ChatGPT has reduced the need for entry-level software engineers. 100 applications and 1 interview. Your resume sucks. If you had it professionally reviewed, that just means the reviewer sucks. It is bad out there. But Ops seems to be having a worse time. It feels like a couple hundred applications should generate a few interviews. Yeah, that rate sucks. But this seems to be the average. If Op only got 1 interview after sending out hundreds of applications, it could just be really bad luck. More likely, this is a resume application problem. It's dog shit for entry-level RN. Keep your head up. Time to network. We're talking family, friends, alumni network, neighbors, ex-teammates from Little League, their parents. Name it. Dust off social network and blast that you are looking for a job. Reach out strategically to those who are connected to places that you are interested in working. Someone or someone knows someone that is hiring for an entry dev.